What's up? What's happening? Shit. Good morning. Good evening. What's up? What's happening, man? Hope all is well in the kingdom. Thanks for joining another episode in the S.A.S chat room. Got a couple topics want to get into. You see up there, we got Charleston, White. We got Wacc 100. Trump versus Hunter Biden. It's a variety up there. It's yeah. But I wanna man, I just see some of the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life, man. This chick, man, Suki Hana. Y'all familiar with Suki Hana? How many people out there know Suki Hana, man? She was on an interview with Funny Marco with the Breakfast Media, right? She came out short, thick, brown skin thing, man. Google her, man. Check her out, man. She came out sipping, green wig on with a leopard suit on, right? Shorty come out, man, right? In her hair, she popping, but you could tell she feeling it. So Funny Marco, she sit down, man, and okay, to show the episode, the discussion they get into it says talks about her good coochie. She disses John Legend and how she freestyles on all her songs and fighting hoes, right? These are the topics of the conversation. As soon as it come on, Funny Marco asks her, "Can you break down your name?" he said, how long was when did you how old were you when you started being called Sukiya? Right? Oh. Okay, yeah. He asked her, break down your name. He was like, what do Suki rhyme with? He was like, Soupy? Funny Marco. He was like, Soupy? And she was like, Coochie, right? In her little swag, right? And Marco doing him, it's funny as hell, right? And he asked her, how old were you when you started being called Suki? I don't know what the hell this girl said. I'm gonna play it for you. You tell me if y'all tell me. Hold on. Y'all tell me if what this damn girl said. Hold on. Watch this.
All right. So, can you break down?
Hold on. We gotta do the audio because I'm in temporary equipment, but for some reason this can't download my software to do all of this, but we gonna make it work.
Like your whole name, Sukiana, where did it come from?
Well, Suki rhymes with the Suki rhyme with
Soupy?
Soupy,
Yeah.
Coochie.
Oh.
Suki, Coochie. Say it with me. Suki, Coochie.
Suki Coochie.
Suki rhymes with Coochie.
Watch this.
Right. How old was you when you got this name?
How old was I?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Kid.
You was born with this name?
No, I got it when I around soon. It was not too long ago.
So where did it come from?
Hold on. What the fuck did she say? What the fuck did she just say? Somebody please tell me what the fuck she just said. Hold on. I'll start it over.
Yeah.
Coochie.
Oh.
Suki, Coochie. Say it with me. Suki, Coochie.
Suki Coochie.
Suki rhymes with Coochie.
Right. How old was you when you got this name?
How old was I?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Kid.
You was born with this name?
No, I got it when I around soon. It was not too long ago.
So where did it?
What did she say? What did she say? Man, Funny Marco, Breakfast Media, Sukiana. Hold on. She keep hold on. I don't want to get the thing, man. Go check that out, man. She sounds dumb as hell, man. You hear me? I hope this is not none of y'all ladies role models. You hear me? She is not an example. Yeah, man. Hey, give it that. Yeah. I know. It's what I meant to hit, though. Nah, what's up, man? Greetings and salutations, man. Hope all is well in the kingdom, man. Welcome to the network. You hear me? It's another sit down. Might as well be a sit down, huh? Well, this really just we just experienced a conversation in the chat room. You know, here we like the network, politic, build a little bit, have a little fun, man. Sukiana, man, Breakfast Media with Funny Marco. I don't know what she said. If you can catch it, if you've seen it, please leave it in the comments and let me know what she said. But yeah, man. Today I was supposed to do yoga today, man. Broke my phone. By the time I got to the store to get another one, took me an hour to get the damn phone. Got down there late. As soon as I get down there, it started raining. Everybody up under the shelter, man. I ain't even get to do the yoga. I went though, had my mat and everything. You hear me? I was ready to get it in, man. Hope I try to get it next week, right? So, young lady asked me when I went down there. You know, I hung up under the in the pavilion in the little drinking area, what the social area over there where they got the tables and the stool and the booths and the little lawn chairs and all that type of stuff, right? By the bar. Young lady asked me, said to me, "I know you ain't come down here to do no yoga." You hear me? Just prejudice as hell. Like, you hear me? I know you ain't come. You just came down here to look at the little white girl asses in the air. Like, ah, oh, man. Like, roughnecks ain't allowed to do yoga. You hear me? Like, man, that was crazy, man. Like, I really went down there to participate. You feel me? I'm gonna go back next week, man. Like, I'm gonna be doing this shit. Pause, but I'm gonna have one. I'm gonna be one of the motherfuckers with the asses in the air doing the downward dog. You feel me? That was crazy though, man. But if I do happen to meet a paralegal or a little lawyer, med student, or some form professional executive, lucky me. You feel me? That ain't got nothing to do with you. Yeah, man. But yeah, let me see. Had a nice little bit of a conversation with you for you today, man. Um, but as far as yoga, man, and the way that conversation just went, that's one of the things I'm gonna have to deal with down there, man. My little rough exterior get me judged prematurely. You feel me? And looking at me, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna be, because I want my clientele to extend out of our culture, right? I want professionals. Like I said, I got my eyes downtown. I want I want some of them people up in them offices up there, Fifth Third building, and and those buildings, man, them skyscrapers. I want some of those clients, right? So how do I make myself more approachable to other cultures? Got to increase my professionalism, and it's gonna start here, because this show is actually a commercial. It's exactly a commercial. Um, to increase awareness. One platform, I gotta utilize the platform. Please excuse me, man. I do not like going without my crown. Some type of crown. I need it. I need it. It's my crown. I rock them. I'm like, just like how LL never go without his, never seen LL go without his cane go for years. You feel me? Same thing. Same phobia. But yeah, so I got like, I might have to go down there and work out in suit and tie one day. I mean, just so they can see, you know what I'm saying, and I can and feel the vibe as if I'm one of them. In actuality, I am for real. Just look different and a different rapper, but it's the same goal. I'm striving towards professionalism, man. And I had the same background, but we got the same. You know what I'm saying? We looking at some of the same goals. You feel me? Want some of that money too. You feel me? But yeah, man. Like I said, man, you get past this rough exterior because I pass our network, I pass my cars out down there. Pretty soon, I want my logo. I ain't even gonna say that. Oh, hold on. Shout out to that boy Pedro, man, and whoever that was that gave away 100 gym shoes today. Yeah, I meant to start that off with the beginning of the show, man. Get them niggas around and applause. I apologize. Those gentlemen, get those gentlemen around and applause. 100 pairs of gym shoes to the shorties of school, man. That deserves acknowledgement. Yeah, so school starting April 18th, and it took me a little bit of time, but I finally sat down and decided and figured out like rates as far as what I would charge. Cause that always stumps me in the midst of a conversation. Cause I ain't know what to charge. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming from a situation, you know, non-profit. Like, you know, this our situation depended on the different type of funds. You feel me? So to charge for boxing lessons, like I don't know where to start. You know what I mean, initially, but I have come up with with some rates, man. You know, it took some time, but I got a base rate, man. And depending on your specific goals and your commitment, you know what I'm saying, how much time you willing to put in or what you want to actually invest. You know what I'm saying? We can build from there. But $15 an hour, 2-3 hours a day, $150 a week, $225 a week, and deals and specials for monthly commitments. Like I said, however much you willing to invest. If you know if the consistency is there and you know you're doing months, of course, you know I'm gonna drop it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always gonna be love. So those are the rates, man. You know, offering courses structured around cardio, calisthenics, weight loss, weight gain, dietary plans. Um, we build confidence, self-esteem, and eventually competing. Um, that's going to be another conversation as far as to the type of competitions. Of course, amateur bouts and things of that nature, but it's also going to be some other things under the S.A.S network umbrella that we're going to be roll out. You know, those on the tuck though. I keep looking back, man, because you know my kids up in their room sleep. They usually come down sometimes around 1:30. I had a nightmare. I want to come sleep with you and all that type of stuff. You know how it goes. So they may pop up. I'm not gonna be here that long, man. But one thing I did want to talk about was the internet media, right? The internet media. Um, Everything from YSL, Young Thug, Pooh Shiesty, Trey Songz, Young Dolph, and so many others, right? Social media is damn near solving these cases before arraignment. You know what I'm saying? Opinions, insight, alternate theories. Basically, you know what I'm saying? These cats out here doing their job, doing the police job, you know what I'm saying, for them. Making it too easy. And I'm pretty sure we all know this conversation. You know what I'm saying? It is, you know, these young boys snitching on themselves, right? But I'm going into this. Now we got like Charleston White, we got Wacc 100, Wacc 100 for all my black box listeners. I just want to say this. Charleston isn't from what we from. Feel me? He don't come from what you come from. He didn't come up like he might have came up around within the same, you know what I'm saying? But he said himself, like he different. You know what I'm saying he was one of the kids who was spoiled and did things for another reason. You know what I'm saying? Not really having to get or have to go get it or back against the wall type situation. You know what I'm saying? Those create different mindsets and outlet out uh, mindsets and perspectives, right? And you know, he got the body. He did his little time. You know, as a youngster, and it's sketchy stories behind that. But whether here nor there, Box the old white man had a change of hearts. You know what I'm saying? Due to some circumstances within that situation, came home. Whatever he did, eventually found his way into doing neighborhood to being an activist and all that type of stuff that you can salute, right? But somewhere along the line, along the point, he got on the internet, and he got on the internet doing his thing, right? I was not aware of none of that until he started making the noise with the character that he portrays, right? Now, this character's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Like, at sometimes he has valid points. He does say some correct shit, and his real life report card shows that he does positive things in real life. That's cool, right? But over here, where the masses, a whole nother variety of people pay attention and go off of his, you know what I'm saying, his word or whatever his energy, whatever he outputs and puts up on his computer, right, on this internet, you know, it's still perceived a certain way, regardless if he's really that or not. That's what I'm saying. He puts himself almost in the mindset of a Rudy Ray Moore doing um Dolomite. I'm saying what Eddie Murphy just did with Dolomite, like how he just made that character and went and did what he did. Right? That's cool, but some like like it's causing some unnecessary ruffles in the situation. Right? I ain't defending nobody, but I'm just from my perspective, he seems worse than what you would consider how you would consider a Candace Owens, right? How you look at a Candace Owens. Even though I Candace Owens say some right shit. You feel me? If you listen to her, if you get past the prejudgment that you get from other people's opinions before you even watch this girl or listen to the whole conversations that she has outside of the 5 or 10 little second sound bites that is on that you get, you'll hear her and she actually says some shit. You feel me? But I feel like one of her things, one of the watching her, I've seen that she separates herself from the rest. She used words like them and they and those and there. You know what I'm saying? Where a conversation where even just simple word placement saying as if us, we, ours. You know what I'm saying? It gets a different response from the people you talking to, right? And I say Charleston is a little different, a little worse because he's not really from it. Like he probably did shit, but the way he explains his little upbringing, it's not. It's from the outside going in. It's not from the inside trying to get out, right? So he's right now putting himself amongst us, amongst you know what I'm saying, amongst the people who he is clashing with, say it like that, amongst them, within the midst, he putting himself in it, antagonizing, and then accepting protection and assistance from groups and organizations who have historically targeted us as a whole people. You know what I'm saying? Like you jump in, cause a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like cause a ruckus that initiates reactions and responses from others, right? When that response turns into what it usually goes to, you know what I'm saying? Like regardless, and nobody have to call me and such you playing the game. Like you know what I'm saying? So that's why I say he's worse than what a Candace Owens would be. You know what I'm saying? Because he's putting himself amongst them. You know what I'm saying? Like amongst this within the situation, right in it. You know what I'm saying? Like you better not touch me. You go touch you, go to jail. Like, you know what I'm saying? After all that shit, you know what I mean, and all this and all of that, right? And I say that because with what he does contribute, I feel like it'll be more beneficial for him to find another to find or tweak his objective. You know what I'm saying? His approach just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because you know these mindsets and these actions and behaviors that you calling out, you know what I'm saying? They're still like, you know, they they do deserve some compassion and some understanding. You know what I'm saying? You know, until they get horrifically violent or, you know what I'm saying, just senseless, you know what I'm saying? But when you know those understandings, when you had that understanding and you understand the path, the family history, you know what I'm saying? Because that stuff matters. You know what I'm saying? It matters, and I'm going to tell you how you know it matters. Because there's so many other similar situations outside of what you see in the entertainment world. Too many of us going through the same shit. It cannot be coincidence that everybody, no matter what no matter what status level or area you do your thing, come up in, you go through the same type things. That's not a coincidence. That's the pattern. You hear me? Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you, your father, and your son and your brothers have the same type of issues in y'all life from here to there, from this age to that age. Start off in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. Then for some reason you get to school and start having trouble, or having some type of behavior issue. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know what I'm talking about. I ain't gotta go all into it, but like, how can it just be coincidence for everybody to just be going through the same type of shit? You feel me? I get you. Like, granted, some of that stuff be dumb along the way, but even no excuses for the dumb shit. Not even about to try to sugarcoat that. Some of that shit just be dumb, right? But at some point, you know what I'm saying? You gotta look at it like, man, these is kids. A lot of this stuff that these are children. You know what I'm saying? And 20 something is not really grown. You feel me? You just now getting out in the big world. You make even if you come into it loaded, like, you know what I'm saying? It's still only the beginning for the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years that you gotta live. You only been on this planet for 20 years. And for 10 of them, you was in a whole nother mindset, at least. You feel me? You still a baby. These still kids. You feel me? It's not a coincidence. At some point, you gotta have some type of understanding and compassion that'll help your approach and to help connect and get through and accepted and heard from these little youngsters, because they need to be spoken to. You feel me? They need to hear some things. Even if it's, you know what I'm saying, rough and with a little bit of authority, or you know what I'm saying, but they need to hear it without feeling condemned or being chastised all the time. You feel me? So that's what I just want to say about Charleston right now. Whack the police. Whack the police, man. Whack the police. Whack the police. Whack 100 is the police. He's the police. He's been popping up in people's paperwork lately. The Stutterbox, OG Stutterbox from Cali, somewhere around, I think it was a Compton or LA nigga, one of them niggas. He in my paperwork. If I'm not mistaken, the OG Melvin Farmer and the Alatoya Paru cat, think they just said his name was, like, man, nobody from LA speaks highly of this man. You feel me? You gotta hear it, man. Man, I rock with the Spider Lope nigga. You hear me? Whack ain't what he claimed to be. Right? Now, he the police. Before all of everything that I don't know about, he affiliates himself with a federal informant, 6ix9ine. Before that sit down even occurred, you can't tell me that there wasn't some level of police interaction to even make sure they affiliate, they facilitate that to get it. You know what I'm saying? But after he sits down with this federal informant, got the a whole set taken off the streets. Niggas got like 70 some years rocking with dude. he walk away from this conversation and has the ability to play in a majority a management role for this federal informant This federal informant who is in this paperwork that says he has to he has to continue to cooperate at any time when they need him, and he's still picking that. You know what I'm saying? Letting you know, like, I'm protected. They pulled up in front of his. He had incidents to let you know they still watching this guy, right? He sits down with him after this, continues to make moves with, right? Then publicly goes at Jay Prince over Larry Hoover. If that don't say federal, if that don't say feds, y'all don't need to be outside. If you don't already see that, you need to go back in the house and just sit down. You hear me? Watch Bernie Mac or something. Don't go back in the house because you don't know what's going on. He can't. Like, you know how long? Man, come on, man. Come on, man. The situation with the lady and the Larry Hoover rights and the video and all of that. Nah, man. That's not how stomping down individual handles or goes about it. You feel me? I seen the campaign, man. You hear me? I seen the campaign, man. Like, and then he goes to the BET Awards and puts himself on Front Street. He was doing that for protection, to not be nowhere in the dark. For one, maybe just my opinion, but you're dealing with a boogeyman. Would you rather be in the dark or up under the light? You feel me? So he says this. I'm right out in the front of the hotel, right here, such and such, just waiting. So he does this. He has another conversation on one of his interviews. I think it was a Clubhouse where he says he mentions his cousin in Detroit, law enforcement, undercover, where he's in the car with his cousin, and while they're moving around, he pulls over. I think they're in Detroit. He pulls over, and he's talking about how a guy, look like a hustler, come over to the car, and basically is, brown nosed into this cop. Like, I mean, he undercover. Like, look, he said, like, he looked just like you. This pants sag, this that, he looked just like you, right? So he said he's talking about how, when dude get done talking, how his cousin, like, man, these little bitch ass niggas, man, these niggas that do anything, right? Undercover cop. Type of protection that this man got. You feel me? Can't tell me. You can't tell me. You can't tell me. Whack the police. Whack the police, man. Okay. Trump versus Hunter Biden. Trump just got the raid at Mar-a-Lago. Hunter Biden on YouTube smoking bass. Hold on. Trump get raided by the feds. Hunter Biden on YouTube smoking bass. What? Now, with all of this going on in the government, you may think that the government is falling apart. It's in shambles. It's horrible. But I'm here to inform you that nothing is wrong in the government. Everything is going according to plan. There's no issues within the government. That's how you know there's no problems in the government. Why are there no politicians suffering the same way that we are? Ain't no politicians going broke. You hear me? The politicians, their lifestyles, you don't see none of them moving back to the ghetto. You hear me? None of them. They get $1 million book deals. You feel me? They're not experiencing the turmoil or the grief and agony of the recession, the pandemic. You feel me? The job market, potential economical crash. Like, they're not going through none of that. You hear me? They don't look worried. Tell me one of them interviews where they look worried. They name one politician where they looking like, man, This it can fall apart any minute. No, no, it's not. Okay. Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden, man. Hunter Biden on YouTube smoking bass. His father is one of the individuals. I don't know what law it is, but I think it was the three strike. I don't think it was the three. I think I don't know. I don't. They got something to do with the crack laws. You hear me? This nigga's locked up right now that Trump just let out. This niggas that Trump just let out. That man behind man. No consequence. No consequence. You think it's supposed to be? You think it's supposed to be a consequence? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Trump got. They said Trump had uh 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 Trump got secret documents in Mar-a-Lago. Y'all see how they was walking down down out the lobby with his boy had the the uh the nuclear detonation satchel right there, walking like man right there. Man, Trump was stunting, man. Trump was stunting. Yeah, Trump was stunting, man. Yeah, man, about to get out of here though, man. I just wanted to let y'all know that ain't nothing wrong in the government. Those guys are not panicking, and like we don't know though. We not gonna know because we don't know. We don't know. You know what I'm saying it's like we don't realize that it's a whole nother set. It's two different. Pops used to say this all the time. Like it's another. They got a whole other book for y'all. Like it's you know what I mean. That's why Buffalo can happen. He goes safely. You hear me? And the other, it's on the other end, it's cats dying with their hands in the air. You feel me? Two different books, man. That was kind of deep, man. Damn, I ain't want to end it like that, man. But gotta stay safe and sucker free, right? Peace. Love y'all.